Here are the features for the 0811 release. And yes, I finally got a real microphone. The first feature is we finally fixed the Z ordering of the modifier bucket. If you can look at the bottom, things actually go over the top of the bucket now, and the tooltip appears on top. Thanks to Nick for tackling that. I was basically too scared. The next feature is our ongoing internationalization effort. Gus is translating our Game Aid into Portuguese. There are a large number of GURPS players in Brazil, and we would love to support them. We've enhanced the chat message handler to work a lot better now, and I hope to, over time, provide more chat messages so GMs can do more interesting things. You can see an example of a couple of macros that I've created, and this includes one of our new commands, the everyone command, also known as EV. And it was built so the GM can add or subtract fatigue points or health points to the whole party. Here I'll just subtract 1 fatigue point from the party. Another thing you can do with it is reset everybody's fatigue points or health points. You can even use a dice formula. This will add 1d-3 with a minimum of 1 hit points back to all the characters. Of course, it won't bring them above their max, and each character is rolled separately. You can call macros from the chat by putting a / colon and then macro name. I use this format so it doesn't interfere with the furnace module. A few releases ago, we added the ability to put on-the-fly formulas in journal entries. And in this release, we've added the GM send feature to it. What is that, you ask? Let me show you this example. I've created a note in the tavern, and in the note are these on-the-fly formulas. As the GM, I wouldn't want to click on this button. Instead, I want my player characters to click on this button. So, right mouse click on it and send it to everyone. The message will appear in their chat window and they can click on it for their character. And here you can see one of the other enhancements. If you start an on-the-fly formula with a /, it will assume you mean a chat command and it will execute it as if you had typed it in. So clicking this button is just a quick way of executing the macro without having to move down to the macro bar or remember which keystroke it is. The hope is that you'll use journal entries to keep on-the-fly formulas handy, and you'll use the GM send function to send the formulas to the chat window. We've added another option. You can just send the formula to the chat input in case you want to add more information to it before you send it to your players. Now, this next feature isn't that exciting on its own. We've added 4 new variables to the actor, but when combined with the really cool module called Token Tooltip Alt, you can define tooltips for your tokens. If you mouse over the token, you can see the tooltip, or if you hold down the Alt key. Current move and current dodged are based on the encumbrance. So if I change Lady Serial's encumbrance, going from light to heavy, the tooltip changes. Her move is less, and so is her dodge. I like this module a lot. You can export the configuration, so I'll make certain it's available. And for the last few features, we've enhanced the on-the-fly formulas. You can now have damage formulas cost fatigue points, which you used to not be able to do. And probably the most exciting feature, and only you who have stayed till the end of this video get to learn about it, is that you can define a skill check with a default, or any number of skills, and it will pick the best value for your character and roll it. So the GM will use the GM send feature to send this to the chat. We'll send both of these to the chat, and now we'll roll them. Lady Serial didn't have survival, but she had area knowledge. Green Eyes had survival, and Bog had neither. And that's it for 0811. And as always, thank you for watching.